It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. Dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary.
Hello, word nerds. Welcome to the dictionary. What's up with your faces? What's up? This is what's up with my face today. Today is November 22nd, 7:23 a.m. Please rate and review this show, follow it, subscribe to it, share it, do all of those things. Follow me on the YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please and thank you. These are all going up on YouTube. I know a lot of the episodes when I first started doing video said it's only on Patreon. Nope, that's not true. It's all up on the YouTube for free. And all you have to do is watch them in full and subscribe. Thumbs up. If you want to get in contact with me, you can email me, dictionarypod@gmail.com. If you want to say anything, suggest anything, all of those things, just do the things. I really want you to do the things. You can follow me on social media, at dictionarypod. Also, my personal is at speedjampar, which recently has been mostly just me posting about the movies that I watch. And you get to hear about them here at the end of each episode as well. But sometimes I post other stuff too. What else can I say? I can also say that you can join the Patreon for $1 a month. That's all I'm asking. Please and thank you. $1 a month gets you very early episodes and some other stuff. Some things too. Merchandise. There's a TeePublic link in the show notes. You can buy some merchandise. Please just buy all the stuff. Make people buy stuff. Just buy it all up, and then it will make me happy. I really do want to add some more stuff on there, some more designs, but I just have not had the time because I got too many things in my life. I've got like 10 things going on in my life, including life. What else? The Google Voice number. You can leave a message, 917-727-5757. Leave a message. I'll put it in an episode if you want me to. If you don't want me to, please say that. Otherwise, if it's just for me to listen to, that would also make me very happy. I think I said write a review, rate this show, and there was something else I was going to say and I lost it, so we're going to get into the words. The first word is enterogastrone. We have more intestine words today. Yes, we do. Enterogastrone. enterogastrone. This is a noun from circa 1930, a hormone that is produced by the duodenal mucosa and has an inhibitory action on gastric motility and secretion. What was all of that saying? It's a hormone. That's the thing that you got to know about this one. This enterogastrone, it's a hormone. It's released by something in your body, sends a signal out to something else. And what does this hormone do? Okay, it's produced. It comes from the duodenal mucosa. It's something in your body, and it has the inhibitory action on gastric motility and secretion. So the message that this hormone is sending tells the has an inhibitory action on gastric. It tells your system to stop. I think what it's saying is to stop gastric motility and secretion. Stop secreting gastric things and its motility. It's not mobility. It's not how it moves. It's the motility. I can't really think of what that means here. So that is what enterogastrone does. It's all about your sending a signal to your intestinal situation. I'm pointing down here to my intestinal situation to stop doing some stuff. Okay, the sound effect today will be quack, quack, quack. The next word is enterokinase or enterokinase. That's with a K in the middle there. This is a noun from circa 1902. An enzyme, especially of the duodenal mucosa, that activates how do you say this word? Trypsinogen. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. Trypsinogen. It activates trypsinogen by converting it to trypsin. So it takes trypsinogen. This enzyme takes trypsinogen and it converts it into trypsin. And I don't know what those do or why is that important, but it's something about your intestines because it is in, supposedly, largely, it is in the duodenal mucosa, which, I mean, I've heard the duodenum. Let's do a quick chirk. Duodenal mucosa. Now, that's the wrong letter, fingers. Okay, where is this duodenal mucosa? Well, the duodenum is at the end of the stomach, the bottom end of the stomach, and the mucosa is just like the one of the inner linings, it looks like. And so, yeah, that's where, not only is that where this enterokinase enzyme is, but it's also where the enterogastrone hormone comes from. It's at the bottom of the stomach as the things are leaving the stomach. That's where the duodenum is, and the duodenal mucosa. It's the mucosa that's related to the duodenum, and that's where all this stuff is happening. Fun times. Next is enteron or enterin. Noun from circa 1842, the alimentary canal or system, and this is used especially of the embryo. So the alimentary canal, now we saw alimentary in the previous episode, and I believe that it is related. Now, I did not look it up yesterday when I recorded this, but I'm going to look it up today. It's relating to nourishment or sustenance. That's what alimentary means. And so, of course, your intestines, you get all of your sustenance, your nourishments from the food and the liquids that are going through your intestinal digestive system. And so the enteron is the canal or the system in an embryo that is relating to nourishment and sustenance. And so, the umbilical cord is where the kid, the baby gets its blood and nourishments and everything from its mother, its parent who is physically hosting it inside of its body. So the I guess it's just called the enteron. Now, I didn't know, maybe is that just another name for the umbilical cord or some other canal or system in the embryo area? I don't know. But this is a Greek word which means intestine. And there's more at the prefix inter with an I. And I think we probably learned that in the previous episode too. Yep, it's from the enter prefix is from the Greek word enteron. Yep, it's all about the intestines. It's a squishy sound because those are the sounds that your intestines make. Next is enteropathogenic. Enteropathogenic, 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 enteropathogenic. Adjective from 1961. Tending to produce disease in the intestinal tract, as in enteropathogenic bacteria. They are described as being enteropathogenic because, yes, we are recording good. I get worried about that sometimes. So they could possibly be in your intestinal system. We had enterobacterium in the previous episode, so those could probably be described as enteropathogenic. And they could possibly produce some disease in your intestinal tract, which you don't want. I don't think you want that. No. Do you want that? No, I don't think you want that. Nobody wants that. Next is enteropathy. Enteropathy. Noun from circa 1889. A disease of the intestinal tract. Just, I guess, any of the diseases, you can just call them enteropathy. Because now the patho, is it related to pathology? Is that related to blood or something? I've always been a little bit confused by that word, pathology. But that's a prefix that we'll get to eventually. But yeah, it seems like it's related just to, I don't know, in this context, it looks like it's related to diseases, but I feel like it's more complicated than that. Boy, I apologize for today's sound. I know a lot of you are going to have a problem with it. A lot of the 50 of you. You know what? We just got to keep on going. The next word is enterostomy. Enterostomy, noun from 1878. A surgical formation of an opening into the intestine through the abdominal wall. Enterostomal is an adjective. And I have heard of, I've probably mentioned this before, ostomies, I guess is the full name, enterostomy. But there's different kinds of ostomies. So this specific one, sounds like it's going directly into your intestine. So they will literally cut a hole in your belly area, and they will probably put in some sort of extra something in there to make it like a permanent thing. And then you put an ostomy bag on the outside. And so, there's a lot of reasons why somebody might need something like this. But it seems like this one goes directly into your intestines. The stuff coming out of your intestines will go into this ostomy bag. But I believe that maybe there's other ones that go directly to your stomach, or maybe other ones that go other places. I don't know all the different kinds of ostomies. I don't know what you're asking me for, but this is one of them. They surgically create it, and it goes, it's an opening into the intestines. That's what it is. Yeah. Next is enterotoxigenic. Enterotoxigenic. I love these long words. Adjective from 1946. Producing enterotoxin, as in enterotoxigenic strains of E. coli. So the strains of E. coli, which I visually described in the previous episode, they produce enterotoxin, which is our next word. It is a noun from circa 1928. A toxin that is produced by microorganisms and causes gastrointestinal symptoms. Oh, gastrointestinal symptoms. You are my enemy. I don't think I have any of these enterotoxins. So, examples of these microorganisms that produced by... Okay, so the enterotoxin is a toxin, obviously, that is produced by things like staphylococci. Those are examples. Those things, staphylococci, might be producing some enterotoxins. And I'm looking at the previous episode with the enterobacterium. I don't know if those are called strepto. What's the word that I just said? Staphylococci. Different kinds of things produce this stuff. And I don't know if E. coli would be considered a staphylococci, but I just like saying staphylococci. And they cause gastrointestinal symptoms like what? Like some forms of food poisoning or cholera. So if you get some food poisoning, maybe salmonella, that was mentioned in the previous episode. Maybe the chicken wasn't cooked enough. Luckily, because I am vegan, I should not have any worry about getting salmonella. And so if the chicken wasn't cooked enough, it might have some salmonella, and then it gets into your system, and that's probably one of these staphylococci or some other cocci named Popeye, and then it could create some of these problems in your system with some enterotoxins, and then you're going to have all these problems. You're going to have maybe some enteropathy or enteric fever, enteritis. Any one of those things is possible. Whew. I'm talking a lot. I'm talking fast today. Okay, next. It is enterovirus. Enterovirus, noun from 1957. It's a biggie. Any of a genus, and then the genus is also just enterovirus, of picornaviruses that occur especially in the gastrointestinal tract, but may infect other tissues like nerves and muscles, and that include the poliovirus and several species with numerous serotypes named as coxsackie viruses and echoviruses. Okay, lots to break down. Enteroviral is an adjective. So, this is a virus. They are picornaviruses. I have not seen that word before. Picorna viruses. Picornaviruses. They occur in the gastrointestinal tract, the intestines. That's why it's an enterovirus. But may infect other tissues as well. Maybe not just the intestines. Maybe also your nerves and your muscles. Examples of these enteroviruses would be the poliovirus. I guess that's what we just call polio, which is used to be gone, and now I've heard it's coming back. So get your polio vaccine, because you don't want polio. Oh, no, no. No polio. And other species with numerous serotypes named coxsackie. That is spelled Coxsackle, coxsackie viruses, and echoviruses. And I do remember reading echovirus, but I don't remember what those are. Let's just do a quick search on what an echovirus is. It's a polyphyletic group of viruses associated with enteric disease in humans. The name is derived from enteric cytopathic human orphan virus. This is ringing a bell because that gets shortened to echo. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Spencer, slow down. Okay, well, I think I'm going to look ahead. Now, we might not be completely done with the intestine words, with the entero prefix, but we might only have one left in the next episode, but we're basically done with those. So we are now moving on to enterprise. Noun from the 15th century. 1. A project or undertaking that is especially difficult, complicated, or risky. Now it could pay off. Maybe that's why we do one of these things, difficult, complicated, or risky. Let's just say, I think it's safe to say that this podcast is an enterprise because it is a project, it is a big undertaking, it is difficult in some ways, complicated in some ways, and risky. Why is it risky? Well, it's not like I'm putting my life on the line or anything, but it's not something that people want to enjoy, want to consume, want to listen to, want to watch. You say that you're reading the dictionary, that just turns people off immediately. So that's why it's risky. It's a risk, but I think it's going to pay off. Okay. Number 2 for enterprise, readiness to engage in daring or difficult action. The synonym is initiative. So you've got some initiative to do a thing. Let's go do a thing. You're ready and you're engaged in doing a thing. As in the example, thank you for this, showed great enterprise in dealing with the crisis. They were motivated to deal with the crisis. They knew what to do, and if they didn't, they figured it out, and they had the initiative. So you can use enterprise in that way too. I definitely see an example, see a connection between this one and the first one, because this one you're It's all about just taking on a task. We're going to take on this task. And we got it. We're going to do it. We have enterprise. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to look at the etymology and also to see what these other definitions are, like 3A, a unit of economic organization or activity, especially a business organization. Just that whole business organization is an enterprise. A unit of economic organization. Is that how businesses, are they units of measurements in economy? All those businesses, it's an enterprise. 3B, a systematic, purposeful activity. A systematic, purposeful activity, as in agriculture, is the main economic enterprise among these people. So those people over there, those fine people, their main economic enterprise is agriculture, growing food, farmers. Those are the people that we're probably talking about. Those are the people that we're talking about. So systematic, purposeful activity. It's their activity that they do mainly for their business, for their jobs. It's purposeful. They're doing it on purpose. It's not an accident. Agriculture is not an accident, usually. And it's systematic. So they're very systematic in how they organize the food and the beginning of the process all the way through to the end of the process. And so that's the agricultural enterprise. Okay, what does the etymology have to say? It is from Anglo-French entreprendre, which means to undertake. So it's just all about doing a thing. It's a big undertaking. We're taking on that task. That is from entre, which is the inter prefix, plus prendre, which means to take. So you're taking something, undertaking it. That was not a good way to describe that. And there's more at the word prize. So if you win a prize, maybe that means you did a thing. You did a task. You did an undertaking to win that prize. You bowled all the things over, and so you got a prize, an enterprise. Okay, yeah, never thought about the etymology of this one. Enterprise is just an undertaking. To take, so it's backwards. The second part of the word is about taking, and the first part of the word sort of became undertaking, which is not, you're not going under anything, but whatever. Words are weird. Okay, that's it for enterprise. Now let's move on to enterpriser, noun from 1523. The synonym is entrepreneur. And now, now that we know the etymology for enterprise, the word entrepreneur is making a bit more sense. Now, when are we going to see that? Now we're in the ENTER section. Entrepreneur is going to be in the ENTRE section, which is, if it's in like 1, 2, 3 or 4 episodes from now, it looks like that's when we're going to see entrepreneur. Yeah, 5 episodes from now. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 after this one. Now that we got that sorted out, that very important thing, let's come back to enterpriser. It's just an entrepreneur. We just decided as a society that we prefer the word entrepreneur instead of enterpriser. So entrepreneurs are doing an undertaking, they're doing a task maybe that's risky, difficult, complicated, starting a business, doing one of those things. They're like, I think it's a good idea. I would like you to invest in my idea. Let's make a thing happen, and let's see what happens. Let's make it work. Yeah, I don't think I'm an entrepreneur necessarily. I've never started a business. Next is enterprise zone. We're going to the enterprise zone. Noun from 1978. An economically depressed area in which business growth is encouraged by the government through tax relief and financial concessions. We need more enterprises in this area. So the government says, here, you don't have to pay so many taxes. Here's some financial benefits. Here's some money. We're doing something to help you out so you can start a business. You can be an entrepreneur in this area that isn't doing so great economically, financially, and we need to give people jobs and get them to have more money so they can not have to be on, I don't know, food stamps or not be below the poverty line, those types of situations. We want people to live a decent, happy life, to do what they want to do, to have a job, to not have to worry about where their next paycheck is coming from so they can feed their family. It's an enterprise zone. Yeah. I think the government should do more about this, right? Yeah. Okay. Enterprising. Adjective from 1611. Marked by an independent, energetic spirit and by readiness to act. As in, an enterprising young reporter. That young reporter, yes, here I'm on the scene. I want to go get this story before everybody else does, so here we go. Here's the story. I'm an enterprising young reporter. Talking to you from the street. Yeah, enterprising. I guess in a way I'm sort of enterprising because I just like to do things I like projects. I'm constantly thinking of projects in my brain and I write them down and I'll probably never get to do them, but I got lots of ideas in that sense. And then this podcast, this show is one of them, and it's never going to end. Enterprising. Next is entertain. Oh my God. Spencer, you're so stupid. I didn't even really look at the word that closely. Entertain. Verb from I thought that the pronunciation had the umlaut over the A, so I thought it was entertain, but I didn't look at the word very closely, and then I realized it was a long A. Entertain. Okay. Am I here to entertain you? Yes, that is my purpose, to entertain you. Verb from the 15th century starting with transitive. 1A. It's archaic. The synonym is maintain. Maintain. So we're keeping things status quo. We're maintaining the status quo. Entertain. Whoa, yeah, I don't know about that. That's an old way to use this word. Maybe the etymology will give us a bit more information on that, but we're not talking about that yet. We gotta wait till we finish the word. Okay, 1B is obsolete. And the synonym is receive. Again, not a way that we use this word. Entertain, receive, maintain. What are we talking about? I don't know. Let's go on to something that's not obsolete or archaic. 2. To show hospitality to. As in, entertain guests. So, if somebody says, hey, Spencer, go entertain the guests, that doesn't mean put on a show, juggle, do some magic, sing a song, do a dance, put on a play. I mean, you can. That surely would entertain them. I mean, if you're good. But it just means show hospitality to. Show them, let them let their hair down. Give them some food. Give them some drink. Give them a place to sit. Light a fire. In the fireplace, if it's cold. If it's summer, maybe don't light a fire. Make them feel comfortable and at home. That's what entertain means in that context. 3A is to keep, hold, or maintain in the mind. As in, I entertain grave doubts about her sincerity. I entertain grave thoughts about her sincerity. I have doubts about how sincere she is. She says she's sincere, but I don't really know if she's sincere. I doubt that. And those thoughts are in my head. I'm thinking about those thoughts. I maintain those thoughts in my head. So I'm entertaining them. I'm thinking about them. And so, interesting that the word maintain was in there. And the archaic definition is maintain. Sorry, my throat got all weird. And so I think we're starting to see a connection of entertain and maintain. Yes, you can maintain, you can hold on to a thought, you can entertain a thought. Yeah. 3B, to receive and take into consideration, as in refused to entertain our plea. Receive and take into, so it's just like thinking about it, considering it. You can entertain the suggestion of going for a walk. But no, I'm sorry, I refuse to entertain that. So a few different ways that you can use this word. 4. This is the last, nope, sorry, there's a 5. And then there's also intransitive. Okay, 4. To provide entertainment for. And yes, we are going to talk about, well, entertainment is going to be in the next episode. But if you are providing entertainment, you are entertaining. The verb, you are doing the action of entertaining. 5. To play against on one's home field or court. To play against on one's home field or court. This is your court. You're staying at home, and then they are coming to you to play a game. And yeah, the example is an opposing team. You are entertaining the opposing team on your home court. Come over to my ping pong table. I shall entertain you by playing you in a game of ping pong. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Okay, intransitive is to provide entertainment especially for guests. Now, you might be entertaining them, showing them some hospitality, but you also might be entertaining them, giving them entertainment. A synonym is the word amuse. Now, I don't think that makes sense for all of these definitions. Amuse, I'm going to amuse these thoughts. I am amusing the thought of that idea. No, I don't think that perfectly works. Entertainer is a noun. So many ways. I hope I am being entertaining. That's our last word. Entertaining. Last word in this episode. Adjective from 1676. Providing entertainment. And the synonym is diverting. So you are diverting your attention from the woes of the world, the depressions, the problems that we all deal with every day. No, we need some entertainment. We want to be diverted. We want a diversion away from all that. That's one of the main uses of entertainment is to distract you. That's not really the way I wanted to say that. It can distract to a certain extent, yes. To provide you to provide you with some fun when maybe you're going through some stuff. You're like, oh, I'm sick of doing all this grocery shopping and laundry and cooking and cleaning. I need some entertainment. Which is, that's why we go to shows. We watch TV shows and movie shows and Broadway shows and other just art in general. It's entertaining. I hope. But the other thing is, and we'll talk maybe more about this in the next episode, also to make you think about something in a different way, to provide a message. I think that's another good usage of things that are entertaining. Can you do both? Can you provide the message and also be entertaining? Put it all together. That's what this show is. I'm providing you with some messages, and hopefully I'm entertaining at the same time by doing silly voices. We have a couple examples for entertaining. An entertaining book. Also, an entertaining speaker. I don't want to watch a speaker who's going to be all dull and drab. You can be a little bit more entertaining, I think. It takes practice, though. It's not natural for everybody. So, let's be entertaining. Entertainingly is an adverb. That thing was done entertainingly. Thank you for that. You know what? I completely skipped the etymology for entertain. now is a great time to talk about that. It is from the Middle French, and entretenir. I don't know how to say these words. Entretenir, which is from the prefix entre, which is also means the prefix inter. There's a lot that we had with that prefix, and I want to skip ahead, but I'm not going to skip ahead. And then combine that with tenir, Tenir, which means to hold. And there's more at the word tenable. So you are holding, what is this? You're holding a thought in your head. We saw the inter prefix also in enterprise, I think. Yep, same prefix, but how is it connected to entertain? I don't know. But yes, I guess it's came from the idea of holding a thought in your head, or a situation, and then it just became putting on a show. I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's reread the words and then pick a word of the episode. We had enterogastrone, enterokinase, enteron, enteropathogenic, enteropathy, enterostomy, enterotoxigenic, enterotoxin, enterovirus, enterprise, enterpriser, enterpriser zone, enterprising. Did I read? Yes, I read that one. Entertain and entertaining. I mean, I think I just want to pick entertaining. Is that what I'm picking? Yes, entertaining as the word of the episode, because I just think it's fun to be entertaining. It's so fun to be entertaining. Yes, it is. I want to do some karaoke and be entertaining to the people. Give them some entertainment. That's in the next episode. Ooh, we're going to have some fun words in the next episode. Okay. Entertaining is the word of the episode. I hope this show is semi-entertaining for you, and if it is, I think you got to go share it with everybody else. And now is the other part of the show where I tell you about a movie that I watched. Where did I leave off? Popcorn. This movie is from 91, I think. I think Sharon and I had seen it years ago, and then she found it on maybe DVD at a comic book store, and she was like, oh, this is great. The quality that when we watched it was terrible. It's so silly and fun. I want to buy it. So we bought the DVD, and we watched it, and yeah, it's a crazy, weird, silly, fun movie. It takes place in a movie theater, so it's like a little meta in that way, and it's a horror movie. I should mention that. But it's one of them fun horror movies from the early 90s, and there's just some weird stuff going on, some stuff that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but it's super entertaining, and I think you should just have fun and watch it. This is one of those movies that you really just can't take too seriously, and I just found it highly entertaining. I love popcorn. Also, I just love popcorn. That's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and until next time, this is Spencer dispensing information. Bye-bye.